What's up, Laker fans? It's Alex of Laker Central. I wanted to do a video on the Kyle Kuzma rumors, so please subscribe to my channel and let's do this. Rob Pelinka drafted Kyle Kuzma 27th overall in 2017. Kuzma was a heck of a find that late in the draft. Usually that late, teams are looking for rotational players, or sometimes they'll take a flyer on someone with high potential and develop them for down the road. If someone said they thought Kyle Kuzma would be this successful outside of the Lakers scouting department, I wouldn't believe him. He played 3 years in Utah in college and averaged 10 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 1.5 assists on 50% shooting, 30% from three. Probably what a lot of scouts saw was a guy who played for a small program and at 21 had reached his potential. In today's NBA, it's all about potential, and it's almost seen as a knock against a guy who plays more than a year in college. In his rookie season, Kuzma started 37 games and scored 16.1 points on 45% shooting and 36.6% from three on 5.6 attempts. Good enough to make the all-rookie team, and in his sophomore season, he jumped up to 18.7 points. His three-point shooting regressed a little bit to 30%, but maybe that was to be expected because teams knew what to look for and they had some game tape on Kuz. Up until LeBron arrived, the Lakers were developing a number of young players, including Brandon Ingram, Alonzo Ball, Josh Hart, Ivica Zubac, Mo Wagner. But LeBron changed everything. Trading for Anthony Davis raised the stakes even more, and suddenly the Lakers weren't rebuilding, they were reloading. Now if you look at the Lakers roster, all you see left of the young core is Kyle Kuzma. He's all that remains of that former rebuild. I thought Kuzma could be the third most valuable player on this team. Surely he would be the Lakers' third scoring option, but this season's been up and down. He sprained his ankle over the summer with Team USA and missed training camp as well as the first 4 games of the season. So far this year, he's missed 9 of the Lakers' 37 games. He was one of the more durable players that the Lakers had over the last few years. Before the season, he played in 147 of a possible 164 games. Beyond the injuries, his role with the team has greatly changed. He started in 68 of the 70 games last season, and so far this year, he's only started 1 game. I think if AD played the 5 more, Kuz would have more starts, but AD doesn't want to play the 5, so this is where we're at. Kuz was seen as a guy who could slot next to either or both LeBron and Anthony Davis, as well as be a spark off the bench and compete for 6th Man of the Year, but not much has gone right so far this season, specifically for Kuz. His scoring and field goal percentage is below his career averages, although his three-point shooting is slightly higher. He's shooting a respectable 38% on catch and shoot threes. He's shooting an insane 55.2% on corner threes. The league average is 38.5%. Now he's only shooting 28% from every other spot beyond the arc, while the league average is actually better at 35%, and that's something Kuz really needs to work on. Great players know where they're most effective at, and they work to get to those spots. His fit with Rondo has been bad. Rondo holds onto the ball way too long. He's often assist hunting. Time and time again, I've seen him dribble the shot clock down to 3 seconds, pass the ball to Kuz, leaving it up to him to make some kind of desperation shot. Frankly, Kuz just doesn't look comfortable. Trade rumors are starting up, and his name is being mentioned essentially because he's the Lakers' lone asset outside of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. On January 5th, Sam Amick of The Athletic and the Sacramento Bee reported that the Lakers are listening to offers for Kyle Kuzma. Then on January 6th, Mark Stein of the New York Times reported that Sacramento was among the teams that had tried to engage the Lakers, but Sacramento knew they would need to include Bogdan Bogdanovic in any deal for Kyle Kuzma. Then Amick came back out, and he said the Kings are unlikely to be interested in a deal straight up for Kyle Kuzma and Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then finally, today, Tania Ganguli of the LA Times reported that Lakers GM Rob Pelinka actually initiated the call with Sacramento. So who the hell knows what's true and what's not? The Lakers are in need, first and foremost, of a backup point guard. Rondo simply isn't cutting it, but they also could use a 3-and-D guy on the wing. These particular rumors suggest that the Lakers are doing their due diligence. Let's assume the Lakers were trying to move Kyle Kuzma for Bogdan Bogdanovic. First, the money. Bogdanovich makes $8.5 million this year, So in order for the money to work, the Lakers would need to include someone else with Kuz. I threw in Quinn Cook, who's been out of the rotation, and the deal works. Bogdanovich is averaging 14.5 points and 37% from three-point land. He's a big guard listed at 6'6", 220, and somewhere Phil Jackson is smiling because he always preferred big guards, but I digress. Bogdan has always lit the Lakers up. Last time we played, he had 18 points on 53.5% shooting and 60% from three and 5 assists. Last season, he scored at least 17 points in 3 of the 4 games, and in those 3 games, he averaged 20 points and he hit 9 of 14 three-pointers. Dude even had a game winner. His shooting is impressive, but I didn't realize how good he was out of the pick and roll. He's actually a good playmaker, and according to data from Basketball Index, Bogdan is in the 94th percentile for playmaking among wings. That is ridiculous. They also have him listed in the 80% percentile for perimeter defenders. So he's a much better defender than most of us realize. The one problem I see with this trade is trading Kuzma means you now have a hole at the backup forward spot. So the Lakers would need to address that, and maybe the Kings would throw in Bjelica. He's 6'10". He shoots 38.8% from 3 for his career. That'd be a hell of a get to help space the floor further for Anthony Davis and LeBron James. I ran a poll and I asked if we added Darren Collison via free agency and traded Kyle Kuzma for Bogdanovich, would that be an instant upgrade for the Lakers? And well, you see the response. Laker fans overwhelmingly view that as a win for this team. Again, we'd be down a forward, but I think Rob could figure it out. So I'll ask you guys, what do you think? Should the Lakers trade Kyle Kuzma? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media at LakerCentral365. Until next time, I'm out.